Hello everyone and welcome back to Cataclysm 30 Days Ahead Yesterday's Rebound. Now we are going to continue with the missions. We have got a mission to investigate the mysterious bunker from the Exodi, which should let us do the surgery without having to bring them an aesthetic. I think, if I'm not wrong. I might be, but nonetheless, even if I am wrong, we will get an even better mission at Hub 1, which you'll see why. You'll see why. It is the starting mission and it should help us get along in the game. And specifically in the mod, actually, but unfortunately we'll have to drive a long way again. And it's gonna take a while. So here we are right now. This is us. We have to drive down here and past the stream, past here, not past the city, down here, and then because the city is here, we'll have to go this way. I will try to go past this forest, but honestly, I think there's another forest after it, and we won't be able to get through this city if we go this path. So I'm going to take the long way around. We'll get down here, then we'll drive here, go past Cody and Jane, come all the way down here. Then up north of Detroit, we will go through this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and then we'll drive up to here. This is when we first found the bandit camp and the mansion and the wind turbines. Then we'll follow this road down here, follow it down here. And finally, this path, this road should lead us to the road network that goes to Hub 1. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll have to go through Troy, the city, in order to get to Hub 1. But if that happens, we'll just park right here and take the car to Hub 1. So yeah, I'm going to skip the long drive there unless something happens, in which case I'll show you. But yeah, let's see how long it takes me. And here we are at this area, which I thought was going to be completely forested, but thankfully no, we're okay. Along the way, I managed to get another fuel tank and refuel our vehicle fully, but as you can see, we've already burned through 3% of it because the journey was pretty long. We went through this and went through this mobile home thing, settlement, and yeah, it took a while, and I can't believe I'm gonna have to do this every time we want to travel between the factions, but at least we did it. Now, is the Hub 1 accessible with the forest being annoying? I wonder. If it is, the first mission is hopefully going to spawn within one of these fields that we are in right now, which will make everything easier. Unfortunately, there is a fungal tower here, which is quite a problem, and okay. Alright, it goes into the forest, but seems we have an opening through the forest here. It should be good. I think we can maneuver through it diagonally. Everything goes well. Let's see. 50 BMG. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Black cat. What is that? It's a golf course. That's interesting. Yeah, no, it is very accessible. This is great. Now, don't hit the cat. Don't hit the cat. Also, the channel is doing great, and a lot of you lovely people have suggested different games which sound amazing, like Aurora 4X or Unreal World, etc. All of them seem to be in the style that I would love, like survival games, roguelikes, things like that. It's very cool. The only problem is these games take a while to learn, and yeah, I will probably be a little bit busy in the coming months and whatnot, but I'm just gonna keep uploading CDDA videos, maybe other games if the schedule allows it, just for fun, and I'll do those games as well. Whatever is fun, you know. Alright, here we are at Hub 01. I don't even know what to call them. Is it Hub 01? Is it Hub 01? Is it Hub 1? Who cares? Let's get off and talk with them. Is this thing on? Well, we've got achievements. Mysterious bunker. Alright, let's go talk with the intercom. Don't swipe the ID card. Press button. The intercom crackles with static as it turns on. The LED next to the button lights up a bright red, and the camera lens whirs as it focuses on you. There is no immediate response. Hello? The intercom is silent. Can anyone hear me? The intercom is silent. What is this place? I know someone's listening. A voice of indeterminate sex speaks flatly. I don't know who you are or how you got to this location, but we have nothing to gain from one another. If you have a reason to be here, then please state your business. Otherwise, please leave the area. You do realize the front door is just open. Wait, what? And it's all silent. It's the apocalypse out here. Alright. There must be something that we can work out. I promise you there's nothing you can do for us. Now leave before I'm forced to. They stop. Suddenly, you hear a short, muffled conversation from the other end. There's a brief pause. Alright, we might be able to gain some mutual benefit. It's a dangerous task, but if you complete it, then we would be willing to open up limited trading access. I'm listening. One of our scientists recently left the building to perform a field test of a prototype robot, but failed to return. We have not been able to contact them. Your job would be to investigate the testing site and return with her and the prototype. Failing that, return with the data recorder that was attached to our prototype. What is the catch? There is. If the robot is operational, it's very likely to be hostile and extremely dangerous. I don't recommend fighting it directly. Dr. Prado left the building with a handful of EMP grenades. If you can locate those grenades, use them to disable the prototype instead. What kind of danger should I expect? It's built with experimental combat programming and some heavy-duty armor. Despite the armor, it is pretty nimble, so unless you've got a vehicle, don't expect to outrun it. We decided to hold off on adding long-range weapons until we finish the initial field testing. So if you can keep your distance, you should be safe. Where is the test site? Very close by. Good luck. Thank you. Now, let's get this going. We do have a vehicle, but we have to be very careful about how we handle this. It is exactly right here, and there are no wasps in this radio tower, I believe. So we should be fine as long as we start her up and drop her makeshift glaive, drop her day pack, and everything that would make throwing harder, such as one of the Kevlar vests, and probably the AR-15. Yeah, let's go with that and see if we can manage to do this. It is way closer than I expected. I expected it to be up here in these fields, but it wasn't, so that's cool. Alright, prototype robot. Jesus Christ, did you see that on the little mini-map? The robot just threw the zombie, which is presumably Dr. Prado. That is terrifying. Alright, there seems to be the EMP grenades in this. Now all we have to do is bring the prototype robot out. We are just gonna have to bring you out, and wow, you are faster than a car at 6 kilometers an hour. That is very fast. I'm gonna just bait you here and slow down so we can bring you. Alright, nice. Then we're gonna whip around. Come on, floor it. And we are going to go over the dropped stuff. Then we should be able to pick off the EMP grenades. Just slow down so you don't drive over them. Alright, the prototype robot is approaching rapidly, which is worrisome, but thankfully we managed to get the EMP grenades out. Alright, well, let's speed off without destroying any items. Now all we have to do is bring the prototype robot such that we can throw EMP grenades at it. Wield an EMP grenade. Alright, this is going to be pretty dangerous, but let's see how we can handle it. Is the prototype able to see us? It is able to see to our direction, so we are just going to zoom out a little bit. That seems to be good enough. How long is... You will then have 3 seconds before it detonates. Okay, 3 seconds is the countdown. So we are going to quickly see if we've aligned with this robot. It does not seem that we have. This is good. Now open the doors and stop. How far can we throw the EMP grenade? We can throw it pretty far, but the robot is pretty fast, so I'm thinking we'll arm it and throw it right here. We'll wait for it and it'll come to us. Pull the pin. Alright, pull the pin and throw it. Come on. This should be plenty good enough. Did we manage to throw it? Okay, well that's worrying. What do you mean you threw it right here? And it's active? Well, that's problematic. I think we're going to be EMP'd. Okay, we're not EMP'd, thankfully. That was scary as hell. What do you mean? Okay, well, how are we going to do this? I think we are going to have to step out if we want to try this. How long is the EMP blast going to last? Not long enough for the robot to get in there, unfortunately, but long enough for us to step out of the vehicle and bait the robot and do it the correct way this time. Unfortunately, we have wasted one EMP grenade, but we have another one. We can try again. EMP, hold it. Just speed up. Alright. Get out running. Alright, stop running because we might need to save that stamina. Where is that prototype? Alright, here you are. Can you see us yet? No, you can't. There you are, directly south of us. We'll go a little bit further till you start getting close to us. Alright, that seems to be it. Now, we might want to bring you a little bit closer just because I'm not sure how. Okay, pull the pin and throw it a little bit behind. Perfect! That aim was right on the edge. I have never been more proud of myself for a throw like that. That is amazing. Alright, you have the prototype audio recorder, but more importantly, you're a broken prototype robot. Now you know what that means. If we disassemble you, we might get 4 power getters, 1 plutonium fuel cell, which is exactly what we need for the time machine, 2 small electric motors, 1 stun gun, electronic straps, etc, etc. We don't care about the rest. We need the plutonium fuel cell. Before we do that, however, I would like to go and close the door of our vehicle so our tadpole doesn't go out. Although I don't think it can even move around. Alright, let's close you and drive to the corpse, or the whatever this is. Hold on, are we gonna drive over it with our tires? Nope. Just drive slowly. It's not the tires, right? Yeah, it's not the tires. The wheels, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let us stop and put everything you have in the seat. Because that's useful, that's good stuff. You have a jumpsuit, which we can modify, and a modular defense system. Now let's drive over the corpse. And yeah. Oh, you can't pulp it by driving over it. Alright, well, you'll just smash it so you don't get back up. What is in that corpse? It is a game watch, eyeglasses, and yeah, nothing important. We don't care about the rest. The game watch is pretty good and in shape, but we don't care about that. What we do care about is getting the prototype IO robot without damaging it. How are we going to do this without damaging it? I need to drive because it is a pretty big robot, so the second you pick it up, you will be knocked to the floor. 140 kilograms, aka massive. There's nothing to pick up. Alright, just turn around. It takes you a long time to steer the vehicle. I know. Alright, let's go and we'll throw down the prototype robot in front, and then we'll make a crafting spot and we'll disassemble it. But the thing is, how long does it take to disassemble? About 2 hours, and it requires a soldering iron. I do wonder if we have brought our soldering iron. Yes, we have, and it is in our day pack because we planned ahead. We planned ahead and we brought our tools. Alright, well, the prototype IO recorder should be in our inventory, so let's see. It is, yes. Let's stop, pull the handbrake, get out, and throw you down. Let's get the IO recorder thing to hub 1 so we can actually start trading. Press the button. Scientist was dead, but I disabled the prototype. Is this what you were looking for? You hand the prototype the IO recorder. Wait. The intercom is silent for a few seconds while the tray slides back in. Yes, it is. It is unfortunate that only the data was salvageable, but you have our thanks for returning it nonetheless. It's unfortunate how you usually describe someone being eviscerated by a robot. Dr. Prado knew the risks, and she chose to follow through with the test anyway. Her death is cause for sadness and it will affect us, but you didn't even know her. At least now, something of her work will remain. Fair enough. I've done my part. What now? About that, give me a moment. You can't make out what's being said, but you can make out at least 2 other distinct voices. Wait. Right, your handling of this situation was exemplary, and it is clear to us that we greatly underestimate our potential for mutual benefit. If you are interested, we are willing to offer you more work going forwards, and all of it will have proper compensation from now on. And the trading we agreed on? Certainly. I have just finished speaking with a certain individual who has authorized you limited access to a selection of our internal stores. We will provide you with paper contracts in the form of tokens to be used as an exchange currency, which you can then trade for goods. We are also amenable to bartering in exchange for supplies that are currently difficult for us to obtain from outside the facility. Let's get down to business. What the hell were you testing out there, right? Your scientist was wearing some kind of armor. Int 10! Hell yeah! The pieces seemed warped. Whatever you were using to reinforce the armor isn't strong enough. Let us do that. We've solved that issue with our more recent prototypes. There is a brief pause. You seem like a good candidate. We'll transfer over the additional pieces to complete the prototype set with the goal of collecting additional field data. The core armor platform is solid, and we have been iterating on supplementary pieces we would be willing to trade to you. Any feedback on their performance would be appreciated. Thank you. We get van braces and we get greaves. Get with it. Let's trade. So you have EMP grenades and a scrambler grenade, and Jesus Christ, that is quite expensive. Advanced electronics and internal combustion fundamentals. Now that seems good, but you know what seems even better? Science arts. And this modular defense system. We do have the other things, but the modular defense system that we have is actually not that good. It's a poor fit, and we have to resize it. So I'm just quickly going to drop out the other stuff that we have in the seat and see what of them we can trade for. Poor fit, Jumpsuit seems fine. It is made from cotton and we can easily resize it because we have a sewing kit at home. But the ribbed modular defense system will need to be exchanged. We can keep the laptop computer and... Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Let's close the door and... I don't think... We bought cataphract armor, that's the thing. We bought cataphract armor, so... We are probably going to want to have to use the cataphract armor. But I don't know which is better. Is it the Hop 1 armor or is it the cataphract armor with the melee build? I'm not sure about that one, but you know what? Let us... Wait, we can't trade that. Let's bring that and identify yourself. Let's trade. How about it? What do you have? The defense system will not buy back their own gear. Well, what do you mean we will not buy that back? That is terrible business. Alright, will you at least buy back the lab coat compression shorts and one of the sunglasses? Yeah, we already sold you that one. Well, fair enough. If you're not going to buy that back, I have other things you can buy back. Let's do that. Keep us in credit. And because you're not buying it back and you're being a bitch about it, we are going to get the metal tank full of gas. Hell yeah. I don't think you'll actually reimburse us for the rest of the gas, but honestly, sure, that's pretty good. So, what can you trade this for? We can get a modular defense system, and what's a kinetic helmet? What does that protect against? 3D printed for the head made of thick plates, woven fibers. This model is covered in countless rubber hex protection against blunt trauma. What's a kinetic skirt? I don't think that would help very much. What do the things that we already have cover? We have a prototype skirt, but is that better protection than the skirt that you sell? Let's see. So this has 35 bash, 19 cut, 13 ballistic, 15 pierce. But this has 12, 14, 7, 11. Pretty terrible, if you ask me. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. But we can't buy it. We can't sell it. The mantle, it is... What's the mantle? What does that cover? Lower torso, upper torso. It's a torso, fair enough. But we got some stuff from you as well, didn't we? I think we did. Can you keep us in credit? No, you can't keep us in credit, so I'm just gonna buy, what am I gonna buy? I don't know. Chemistry set sounds good, but I think we have a chemistry set at home. So I'm gonna get internal fundamentals and advanced electronics. Then I am going to get a kinetic mantle. We do have van braces already. Oh, we're in debt already? What the hell? Okay, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I thought we'd have more trading power. Well, do you take drugs? Yeah, 2 Prozac pills should do it. Drop the item, I have to go. What does the greaves cover? That, the calves, and that's the van braces. But those are prototype, unfortunately. So, we have the kinetic mantle, and... where is our... Well, wait, did we not get that? Hold on. Modular. We did get it. Okay. If we wear this, how does it help? Okay, you know what? Let us wear this. Rigid armor outside of our armor. Okay. So if we take that and take the kinetic mantle and the prototype skirt, what do you mean this doesn't fit in any pockets? It should fit in some pockets. Hold on. The modular defense system. How many can we attach to the modular defense system, Andre? Item is too big? What the hell are you talking about? I thought you could fit it in there. Okay. Prototype skirt, prototype mantle. Oh, we took 2 mantles. Prototype mantle. Yeah, let's drop that one. What does the... Wait, that's just the skirt. Hub modular defense system and kinetic mantle, thank you very much. But I'm really curious as to why this doesn't fit in anything. Is that a bug? It has to be a bug, right? Because it has to like get bigger. Wait, hold on. Let me check the pockets of that one. We go to the pockets and we go to the modular defense system. We have the kinetic mantle here, armored mantle, and we have the armored skirt here. This is the gun barrel, pouches, internal reservoir. So what you're telling me is that we can wear the van braces and whatnot by themselves, right? Greaves and van braces. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you had to also like insert them in there, but we are actually wearing a full set of Top 1 armor, which is great because that is all that it can fit, I believe. It can fit a skirt and it can fit a mantle, and that is about it. And the rest is, yeah, we'll just our inventory. We have 2 watertight reservoirs, which we can pour stuff in, like water or gasoline if you're willing to trade. Quick access pouches. Yeah, this is pretty good. I just wonder what the protection is. Up modular defenses. Greaves. Yeah, we'll definitely have to change that, but instead of doing that, let us do our medical. What is the medical status? No. Medical menu. You just gotta do it twice, apparently. Well, no, that's the wrong one. Body status, which is S. Okay, our head is... Wait, can we insert anything for the head? I know it's expensive, but does it have any... I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Let's trade. You can insert a kinetic helmet, but we need something to trade for it. Possibly going to have to look around for another vehicle which we can siphon, but when we do, we'll be able to do something using it. Do we have our smartphone? Yes, we do. We have 27 charges. We don't want to run out of charges. Let's just scan these bugs. And wow, it is taking a long while. Give me a second. As you've just seen, it took us quite a while to scan everything in there. So we are going to have to take our prototype robot that we got elsewhere and deal with it, because, well, it's not going to work here. It is not going to work here at all. Is there anything fancier you can sell? Not yet. You have a modular defense system. What happens if we cut it up? Nothing, really. Well, okay. We could take on some more contracts, but first I would like to look around for another vehicle. Or if we can't look around for another vehicle, I would at least like to look around for an area that is less laggy. Wow, that is terrifying driving with this, even at a speed this low when you're knocked to the floor. Yeah, that is scary. I'm just gonna have to turn a lot. Alright, we should be safe. I'm gonna bring us to the radio tower so we can get a better view of the area around us while also surveying for some vehicles. I don't think we can see anything down there, but I mean, maybe. Alright, thankfully the radio tower is not infested. And we should be far enough, not yet, actually, no, not yet. what is that? Is that a motel? I think that's a motel, but let's just set up camp here. Alright, and stop the engine. You struggle to stand. Well, can you... Not the beater. I want to just throw it here. And wearing prototype broken robot. Alright, that is a lot easier to work with. Thank you very much. We're gonna close that. Bring you here. Yep. Sounds good to me. Oh my god, we look like a fucking wizard with all of that. Imagine how futuristic that looks from the outside. If only I was an artist and could draw it. Would be so cool. Alright, looks like a pretty big city right there. That's a shooting blind. Hunting blind, same thing. That's another mansion off from the city, which I don't know the... Troy? Yeah. Alright, how about the building that we are in? Does it have a soldering iron? Does it have some memory cards that we can read? Peach sparkling water, drink all of that, and you have a signal receiver which we can use for a two-way radio. I also took an antenna and a transponder circuit on the way, so we are pretty much a lot of the way there to making a radio, but I don't want a radio, not a two-way radio, not a radio either. You want a radio because we can do some funky shit with that. If I remember correctly, has very cool things. Recoil. Now, what is that about? Let's take recoil and get our phone. Plug the phone in. First, we want to steer the vehicle so that we can actually disassemble the robot while having the soldering iron plugged in. So let's make a crafting spot right here and bring you here. That is perfect. Now we're going to get the phone and plug that into the vehicle controls. Then we are going to AP, store the books, recoil, and pitching a tent. So we can charge our phone up while also using or scanning the books, which is already pretty charged. Alright, C-man, let's drop this manual and put the phone in there. Now we just have to find the soldering iron. Then we have to plug that soldering iron into the vehicle first. Then close the door. How far is the cable? Disassemble it and we can take our time. After we disassemble this, we will get what we came here for, which is a plutonium fuel cell. And when we get it, we are hopefully going to be able to go back to the Exodi and get our amazing neural bionic system, whatever, and actually install our bionics, which is what we've been waiting for all this time. Alright, I yapped enough to make this do the thing. And thankfully we managed to recover the plutonium fuel cell, because if we didn't, I would have been pretty bummed. Honestly. Alright, now let's put your soldering iron into the Peter's reclining bucket seat. Alright, everything sounds good. How charged is the smartphone? Completely charged. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Now we're gonna unplug it from car, start it up, and leave. What I want to look for now that we've managed to get a plutonium fuel cell, we are not in our, whatchamacallit? Yeah, we're not in our DeLorean, so we're not going to be able to insert the plutonium fuel cell, but now we basically have the ability to time travel for a month. When we get more plutonium fuel cells, we are going to be able to time travel for more time, but that's a ways off. Maybe not that ways off though, because we already have pretty good armor, as you've just seen, and would you look at that? That is a junkyard. I wonder if there's any fuel in that junkyard. Let's park exactly right here and use the mechanical winch. use it again. There is a completely empty vehicle right there. Unfortunate. You have an arc welder here. Do you have a gasoline at all? I don't think you would. Let's look at this. It's useless to us. What do you have here? Nothing. What do you have here? Nothing. Look at this. It is... Wait, is it all empty? It's a super compact car. I think all of the vehicles in the junkyard are actually empty. They wouldn't keep a full tank, right? I doubt they would. Yeah, no. None of these cars seem to even have a slight amount of fuel in them. Yep. None. Well, if in doubt, just look for trailheads. Trailheads should, in fact... Would you look at that? There's a trailhead right at the end of this this road. Hopefully there's a car in it that at least a little bit of fuel. Enough for us to buy the kinetic helmet, because I don't want to get out of here empty-handed. I want to get enough stuff. Actually, let's check the missions. We have... Check out... Wait, no, what was it? Okay, we found a source of robots, and I swear there was some, like, stuff about finishing the mission. Finishing different missions. But I can't find it. Well, hopefully we've managed to actually go and scout out this bunker, because there was a mission that we had from the Exodi about it. So when we go back, hopefully we're not going to be disappointed by being absolutely scammed. What is in the trailhead? Is there a vehicle? Nope, it is... No, it is empty. It's completely empty. Alright, well, not to worry, because there is another trailhead here, and we haven't checked out that trailhead. Much to our disappointment, this trailhead also seems to be completely empty. But what is that? Wait. Oh, that's a lab. Oh, that's a lab. Yeah, that's a lab. That's good stuff. Let's search for labs. We have a lab here, we have a lab here, we have a lot of labs. Well, that's a junkyard, and Golf Course uses... Yeah, Golf Course uses electric vehicles, unfortunately. So we're not going to be able to find a vehicle there. But you just keep looking. You just keep looking enough. Should find something. So give me a minute while I scour the streets. There we go. We have managed to finally find a vehicle. The only thing is it draining or is it not draining? Where is the goddamn tank? There it is. Please tell me it has enough gasoline, like at least 38 liters or something. Like, I'd be willing to trade a little bit more stuff just to get it to work, but I need some gas. Well, 24 liters, that's not a lot, frankly, but it is something. It is something, and we're thirsty, so this mineral water is great. You start up? You start up, actually. You know what? We could get a little bit of diesel. Could get a little bit of diesel as well. Let's just take off that vehicle tank, shall we? Oh, we need our day pack. Okay, well, get me the day pack then, please, and thank you. Let us remove your tank. 31 minutes. It's nearing night, which is not the best, but let's throw her in there and unable to fit. Well, throw you in that one. What do you have in the back that's taking up so much space? Oh, you have a wheel. How much does that go for? Not a lot, not a lot. So, you know what? Scan that. It's probably useful. You never know. It does have a lot of recipes, so yeah, definitely useful. How much can we siphon out. Pour into a container, which is plastic jerry can, and then we are going to stand here. Let's do some funny stuff. Jerry can. So the jerry can is here, and the metal tank is here. Okay, metal tank, 60 liters, diesel. Let us put that. Good stuff. Now siphon 20 more liters out into the metal jerry can, which is right here. Okay, and what was I doing? Yes, metal tank, diesel. That's good. Did we pick up the jerry can? No, we didn't pick up the jerry can. But now we did siphon out some of the fuel from our own vehicle in order to get some trading leverage, which is not a problem. It is fine. It's completely fine. I just want to get that. Why are you driving straight into trees? How does auto do that, honestly? If I had the time and the willpower to look into the CDDA source code, I would probably fix the auto drive. But honestly, I've heard the code is so ancient that you're better off not touching it at all. So I'm just going to deal with it because I do not want to touch that. Around and metal tank. No, that's the wrong one to filter. There it is. Let's get you here and pull you over here. I want to know how much trading leverage we can get with just the gasoline. Metal tank. Gas, we get 150 already, and that's more than enough, actually, to buy the thing that we wanted to buy, which is... Should we get a turnout helmet or a kinetic helmet? It's made of a polymer plate. This no mix layer for some protection against heat. Well, we are in no rush to actually get heat. Attached to modular headgear. The only thing I'm worried about is whether we're going to be able to do anything with it, because it needs you to attach the modular headgear, whatever that is. But keeping it isn't going to hurt anyone, right? And we might as well just get the science cards. Looks like a deal. Perfect. I have go. Alright, now where is that goddamn kinetic helmet? There it is. Can we wear it? We can't wear it. Can't be worn directly. Can we put it into our modular defense system? I don't think we can. Actually... No, yeah, we can't. Well, I don't know how you can use that, but hey, now we have it. We want to use it. Now we have it. Choose items to haul, and let's bring that one out. We also brought some science ID cards, which we can in fact use right here, right now. But I'd rather not waste it on a place like this. Probably gonna use that science ID card when we get back home to open up some stuff. Yeah. Now, I wonder if I'm gonna stay in Hub 1. Honestly, sure, let's get another mission from you. That isn't too dangerous, hopefully. Let's discuss contracts. Return to sender. When the portal source started, if possible. Okay, well, what else do you have available? I'm not going to try with that. One of our scout drones spotted a partially malfunctioning robot of unconventional make while tracking an anomalous radiation site close by. You project that much knowledge could be gained from a close examination of this subject, and you could be tasked to retrieve it for us intact. We will equip you with a prototype rifle and instructions on how to use it and deactivate the robot. If you accept. The success of this contract requires that the subject be brought back in active state and not destroyed with no scientific value. We emphasize that you use the prototype to complete this task. An EMP blast would likely destroy the subject outright. Completion of this contract requires 2 HGC, and you will be able to keep the prototype and the equipment used to operate it. You got a deal. What is this robot? How does it look? We are as of yet uncertain of its origin and purpose. Its most closely resembles a pyramid on what we believe are sets 3 sets of legs for mobility. It is lightly armed and has attacked our camps by drones using high voltage electric discharge. We theorize that this is most likely for deterrence and not to cause direct harm. Nonetheless, we need to emphasize that its full capabilities are unknown, and we do not know how it will react when confronted with a living threat. Okay, and you've given us a UPS Trifacet HM12 Dazzling. I have to go. Now, something about this is interesting because this is a Wyrax. It's a Trifacet, it's a Wyrax, same thing. It's of the Wyrax, which was those golden pillars that we encountered, which had flying blades, which could have sliced us apart if they wanted to, but they didn't, thankfully, so you were good, I guess. But the HM12, not HM13, HM12 Dazzle rifle is very good. You know why? Because it can deactivate every robot ever. The prototype is very far, however, so not really that far. I reckon we could drive there and actually deactivate it, do another mission before setting off from this area, because we're done with this area, and before this episode ends, I want to at least get to the Exodi and see if that mission will land us anything. Hopefully it will, but we've managed to get a pretty good haul so far, so I'm just going to drive to where the Wyrax, the Trifacet is, and hopefully handle it if all goes well, although the driving path looks a bit funky. I'll take care of it. I'll see you at the Wyrax area, okay? Okay. Well, I tried, and unfortunately it looks like it's a dead end no matter how you look at it, because you see, there's Westmore right here, and we need to get through Westmore in order to go this way. I even traveled alongside the coast in order to see if there was any other path we could take, but no, unfortunately either we have to go through Troy, which is just insane, or Westmore, which is also insane, and it's gonna have to wait. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for us to clear Westmore, and it's gonna take us a while, and you don't even want to know what I've been through to get to this side, because I couldn't get through this, and there was a survivor bunker here as well as an LMOE shelter, which is pretty cool, but I didn't check that one out. Wait, what is that? Structure? Probably a freshwater research station. I went through this lakeshore to get here, but yeah, it looks like it's a dead end. So instead of driving here, I'm just gonna take the path all the way back, and I guess we're going back to the Exodi up here. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm at the Exodi, because we've done our mission, and I am not particularly fond of trying to do this mission by clearing out Westmore first. I need to get my implants up, and I'm just like, wait, what is that? Oh, it's just us not seeing things. Houston must be absolutely amazed at the state of technology nowadays. Like, you have memory cards that can fit things on there, and actually, in a new update, smartphones that you find on corpses that have been dropped by zombies, they have an app like Google Maps. You can check the map and you can see what's on there, and that is pretty cool. However, slight issue, it's a new update, and the new update is a bit of a problem, as it usually is with experimental, because features are being developed. But what's so problematic about it, you ask? Battery capacities. A phone will probably only last you a single hour in game before it completely runs out of battery. Likewise with a flashlight, so yeah, I'm not very fond of updating right now because they're messing around with energy density, which, I mean, fair enough. Every charge in the battery is supposed to be a kilojoule of energy, and the fact that these batteries can hold so many kilojoules is downright insane. But yeah, it's going to take a while since the wattage and the power draw of the different tools actually catches up with the changes to the energy density. So instead of updating it for the brand new features and the brand new problems that also exist, I am just going to hold back on that, and we're going to just figure out what to do after the thing is fixed. We'll update, we'll migrate, we'll do all the things that is necessary. But what I want to show you right now is how I managed to get through the sea. As you can see, that rhymed. We don't have a headlight. It's because I busted it on one of the shrubs while I was driving, which was pretty funny. That's a wasp. Not very good. What is that? Woodpeckers. What are you doing in the middle of the road? That's dangerous. Alright, let's get you up to this point. Now you're gonna have to be really careful, because if you're not careful, you're gonna... Wow, Autodrive did a pretty good job there, actually, surprisingly. If you're not careful, you're gonna sink, because this water, it's deep. This water, it's shallow. You can drive over it, but you can not drive over the deep water. You can drive over it partially, but not fully. If both of your wheels go in there, well, you're gonna sink. Oh my god, we are on the edge right now. Saving game. Oh god. Yeah, it's a bit of a stressful drive through that one, but the rest should be pretty easy. I've traversed this path a lot of times at this point. So, wait, is this where we started? Oh my god, yeah, this is where Houston started, this exact rural church. I was curious because this meadow and this roadblock looked very familiar, and the city as a whole, Cromwell. Well, would you look at that? We're back where we started. Alright, I'm going to drive again. I'll see you at the Exodia. And here we are at the cabin near the Exodia. The drive was pretty easy, nothing happened. But one thing I forgot to mention was that this tadpole moved while we were driving through the shallow water and is now sitting in the back seat, which is amazing. I love how tadpoles can survive out of water. Honestly, magic, but I don't care. It survived. But here we are. Now it is time to turn off those headlights. How much battery do you have? Completely full. Let's pick up some of the CBMs because, well, I'm not sure how many of them or even if we can install any of them, but let's just see. Let's just see if that'll help. We have done a lot. We've been through a lot, and I will be very disappointed if we can't install the neural matrix or whatever it's called, or if they don't install it for us, rather. It would be very sad because, well, to be honest with you, I have worked for it a lot, more than I should have. And there is Rubik. Hello, Rubik. I am here to talk about a job. I paid a visit to the bunker. Could I become a cyborg like yourself? Alright, let's see. I hope as they say yes. Great. We'll fire up the old meat grinder. You just come along with old Rook. Alright, let's do this. Hell yeah. Rubik, Cyborg makes a step bowing gesture and leads you out of the shop and down a stone pathway towards one of the larger buildings in the compound. A thick steel door slides aside to reveal a gloomy, rust-dusted corridor. I don't think that's very safe. Tetanus is probably very bad. At the end of the corridor is a clean-appearing surgical suite, not too different from any other surgical suite, aside from the dim lighting and the surgeon itself. At the head of the surgical table is a contraption reminiscent of an upside-down spider. Its multiple glistening metal limbs, medical limbs, curling gently in eager anticipation of your approach. You have a little time to question your choices before you feel a sharp pinch in your left shoulder and the world drifts away. You awaken on a comfortable bed, your chest and throat sore but otherwise well. As the haze of the anesthesia fades, you notice several tiny sore wounds on your chest and arms. Mooned Cyborg, not Rubik, notices that you're awake and wordlessly gestures you to follow, leading you back to Rubik's store. When you're with the stars and lights again, and Ken, 'tis grand. Those wee CBMs will do you a little and fine, but they are a start. Now Weston can sell you all you like and help with install should you wish. Cyborg now, I don't feel much different. This is what you'd call a starter package, if I understand it. Suitable to get you started, but for the really sweet parts you're gonna want of what I'm selling. As we get to know each other better, I'll be able to get access to even more stuff. Alright, so you have more stuff for us. I think you can now sell us the oil generator. Is there any other generator? I mean, oil is fine, but... Oh, we have motor oil at home actually, which we can fill up. Good stuff. We'll take that. With happiness. Alright. Now, well, I better get going. Let's see how long the operation takes, shall we? I hope it doesn't go past midnight because I need to go and do some stuff. Like exercising before sleep so we get tired enough and we can actually sleep in the cabin that we have. But we have CBMs. We have a lot of CBMs in hand and we are going to become a full-blown cyborg. But okay, well, this operation is taking an uncomfortably long amount of time. And it's drizzling and it's chilly. Okay, you'd really rather be by yourself. I get that. Okay, it's crowded, but now we have a standard neurobionic interface. We have a cable charge. And goddamn, that's good. That is good. We have more stuff that we can use, but the cool thing is that we have oil generator CBMs. We have an oil generator CBM. That is amazing. Can you eat anything? We have some cornbread we can eat. Yeah, that should sate us. This episode is probably getting a little bit longer than usual if I'm calculating the durations correctly, but honestly, I'm too excited to care about that right now. So I'm going to bring us to this cabin. It should be far enough from Big Sodi that we don't get the performance penalty that comes with, and we are going to just huddle up on the quills here. Close the windows, turn off the flashlight. Our hand should be empty, so I'm going to place the oil generator CBM here and miscellaneous workout, start workout, high 30 minutes. A little bit of workout is better than none, so we're going to stop training and hopefully be able to sleep this time. Don't set an alarm. Continue trying to fall asleep, at least for a little bit, if it works, and if it doesn't work, we'll continue to... Okay, it was really close prompting us to wake up again, but it worked. So we're just gonna wait till we wake up again. This morning, nearly the noon of day 65, we are feeling good on the lifestyle, which is good because I've been working on that. What is the books here? Pocket Guide to First Aid. Can we even store any of it? Nope. You can't see to do that. Well, what if we open the curtains? AP4. You can store that one, sure. Alright, we're very thirsty and we're a little bit peckish. So, we are going to eat a little bit of cornbread. So we're not peckish anymore. We're going to drink some cranberry juice. And do we have any water? Don't tell me we didn't bring any water with us. That is diabolical. What? Do we not have any more juice or something? Well, I mean, do have 2 clean water, which isn't the best, but hey, it works. Alright, now it is the day, so let's go and install the rest. Hopefully we have enough credit to pay for the installation of all the CBMs that I have. And if we don't, well, worst case scenario, we're just going to siphon some diesel out of our car and install or go and exchange it, and then we can install the rest of the CBMs, take our leave, go back home with CBMs now. And with CBMs and with this new armor set that we have, we are going to be ready to do some more exciting stuff. But before that, Rubik, what is good? I want to install some CBMs. Alright, an oil generator CBM, integrated dosimeter, everything else is gonna have a lot of price, so we're in debt. We're already in debt. Well, that's understandable because it's pretty expensive. Billing your exchange 6.5 real. Do you take Prozac as payment? Because I don't really need the Prozac. Do you want LSD? LSD is heroin. You definitely want heroin, but I don't have any use for the cigarettes, so I'm gonna give you the cigarettes. Methamphetamine is fine. Nicotine liquid, we picked that up somewhere along the way, but I don't remember where. You can have it. Dollar coin, probably not worth a lot, but merch is actually worth a lot here, and we have a lot of merch. We could pay with the merch, but it's fine. 3% chance of failure that might result in damage, pain, or faulty installation. It should be fine, so let's install that. It looks like we are going to have to siphon at least like 25 liters of diesel and put that in there. You completed the achievement Cyberpunk. Oh, we actually completed another achievement which I forgot to tell you about. So let me go to the achievements, and there it is. Now go a little bit down. You get 10 bionics implanted, you'll become Clockwork Man. That would be fun, and I hope we can get that. Alright, come down here. What do we have? We have Cyberpunk, and we have Disassemble number 5. Well, that's for Robot Killed. Is this thing on? We've done that. Oh yeah, Test Drive. We've driven a lot, yeah. So, good stuff. We managed to get some stuff, but let's go and siphon the diesel because I want it. I want all the bionics. I can now generate power using motor oil. But in order to get motor oil, we're going to find a motor and disassemble it. We could also just wait till we go back home. Wait, do we have a refillable lighter? Yeah, we do. You know what that means? We can unload the refillable lighter and pour it into a container, which is our internal oil tank. Then we can press P and activate the oil generator. And now it's generating fuel. It's generating power. 27 kilojoules. The only thing I'm worried about is after the upgrade, or the migration rather, it is going to reduce the amount of power that we have in our bionics, which is worrying to say the least, because I don't think they're going to adjust the wattage, but they are definitely going to reduce the power that we can get out of it. So yeah, we'll see what what happens with that. Diesel, give me all of that. Siphon, vehicle, container, jerry can, and then V, metal tank, diesel. Alright, now siphon 3,510. Actually, you know what? Siphon all of it, but only 3,000 diesel. Where is that? 3,510. Only this amount of diesel. You put 7 diesel. How did that happen? Well, no worries. Diesel 3,503, if that's what it takes. Now we're going to refill the rest using our plastic jerry can, and we have exactly 30 liters. All we have to do now is take our metal tank, and hopefully this should be enough bargaining power to get us every other CBM installed. If it isn't, well, I'm just going to bust down some some merch, and should be good. Everything should be perfect. Now just come on. Don't tire out this easily. I don't want to have to carry this by hauling it. Looks like we're gonna have to do that, so let's just haul it. Stamina is really low. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm glad we didn't run out of breath, so saving game, that is a perfect place to save. Alright, get the metal tank, talk to Rubik. I want to trade you, and what I want to trade you is a metal tank, which is 65. That's not that good. Actually, can you do something for me? CBM surgery, I've got some stuff, and I have a dosimeter I'd like to install. So that sounds good. Looks like a deal. Let's install. And we have successfully installed the dosimeter. We're gonna talk, and I want you to help me with CBM surgery. What I want you to help me with? Throwing assist, because that's what apparently is very expensive. So let's drop down some merch in order to get us out of debt and into credit. Looks good, except install that for me, please. The installation actually fails with incident. Does that mean the throwing assist CBM it's salvaged? Well, it's not sterile, and that's unfortunate because I was really looking forward to this, but let's continue with the installations. Weather reader, hopefully this one doesn't fail. We have managed to install the weather reader without incident, but I want to know if I can actually sell the CBM to you, the salvaged throwing assist, and get a brand new throwing assist. But unfortunately, it looks like that is the only throwing assist that you have for sale, which is unfortunate. Do you have any? No, you don't have the manuals that I'd like right now, but let's keep that throwing assist and continue with installing the other stuff, such as the internal chronometer. And then after we install the internal chronometer, I'll just install the power and power storage. Yup, good. I think we actually bought 2 power storage CBMs. So let's see if I have that on me. No, we don't have that on us, but how is our power storage? It's 200 kilojoules, which is definitely not the amount that I wanted, but what have you got for trade? You know what? Can you do something for me? I want CBM surgery. I want to buy a power storage CBM Mark II. Thank you. And then I want to install that thing. 15, bust down some merch, and we should be well off. Looks good. 1% chance. There it fails. Also, isn't it unlucky that we failed like a 3% chance or whatever it was of getting the throwing assist wrong? It's not like we're actually in need of it, but it is quite unfortunate. Radiation level is 0, and weather reader, we can now read the temperature, humidity, pressure, wind speed, and how it feels like, which is really cool. And I'm just gonna generate some more power from the kerosene that we have. Keep in mind, this is the amount of kerosene in the refillable lighter, so we definitely needed an audit on the amount of power that was contained within kerosene, batteries, chemistry, stuff, etc. We definitely need something to audit because we have 300,000 something kilojoules, which is insane, from the same amount of fuel in the goddamn refillable lighter. Yes, attach it to, oh, do you have to attach it to the battery directly? That's funny. Well, attach it to this, and let's turn on the cable charger. How is the cable charge? It charges relatively slowly, but we should now have a lot of kilojoules of power. And on day 67, we are actually going to get more stuff from the Exodi, which is very cool. How's our missions looking? Do we still need to get anesthesia? Yep, we do need to get anesthesia, but we don't need to worry about it. Don't need to worry about it anymore because we have the standard neurobionic interface, and we can go back and hopefully also become US Marshal. Yeah, I think this would make us a US Marshal, or do we have to do another thing, another mission before we can become a US Marshal? I'm not really sure about that mission. Fine, whatever. But what I am sure about is I want jobs. So you're saying a job. What is the job? That is metal and concrete building with some kind of a metal block on top that you want me to fix. Just like Yarking fit for me, beloved Yari. You cannot so find. What say you? Any clues on how to find it? That's be for yours, certain. I'm kind of full Rubik could find us and send out the stompers for York and a lark. Though could task another of your same world, merchants or travelers such. It'd be a fine slick to a local guy. What's in it for me? You'll win the endless delight of old Rubik. You'll tiny chuckle from behind Rubik faceplate. Of course. Old Rubik can find for you something a mite special for me from the older CBM walls. May have a choice. We're kicking with thrice waste. Rick reaches into the desk in front of him and pulls out a tiny green CRT that amid all the strange alien technology looks bizarrely familiar, like something from a 1970s sci-fi movie. They scroll out rapidly down the list to find 3 items, which they tap to emphasize. Air filtration CBM, blood analysis CBM, radiation scrubber CBM. Now, radiation scrubber, all of these, we'll make a choice on it when we get to it. I'll find it. Wait, did we get the job? We got the job. Now, all we have to do from this job, also the episode is getting really long, but all we have to do for this job is ask people, ask the Teamster, ask everyone we find. Also ask the Vermel Survivor Base. I think they have some people that can give you directions. But basically any NPC that you can encounter, you can ask for directions. Some of them will straight up say no, but the more that they say no, the more your chances of finding that warehouse increase. If you're really unlucky, well, you have to find it yourself. But everyone, that has been it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and where I work now, we have a lot of things. I'll probably get anti-glare compensator. Wait, hold on, did we forget something? Oh my god, we forgot a lot of things, like cranial flashlight, calorie tracker, anti-glare compensators. What else did we forget? And the power source CPM power was talking about. Well, it's okay. We will install that in the next episode. For now, please take care, stay safe, and thank you for tuning in to another episode. And I'll see you next time. Stay foxy and goodbye.